A shutter grill on a Honda? What the heck is that? Let's go find out. What's a shutter grill system? Well, let's take a look at one on this CRV. The shutter grills are exactly what it sounds like. They're a series of shutters that just open and close, and they basically help dissipate the heat by controlling airflow going into our engine. That's mostly to help with fuel economy, but I suspect a little bit with emissions too. Now, in the case of the CRV, we have an upper shutter grill and a lower one. So there's our upper one right here, and I'm just touching the end of it right there, one of the little blades. So that's our upper shutter grill, and then down here, that would be our lower shutter grill, and I'll show you how to test them, and it's pretty easy. Now, the shutter grills communicate with our engine computer through the LIN or LIN communication line, and we can see that if we look on a scan tool right here. So right here we have our lower shutter grills, data PIDs, and then we have our upper shutter grills. Right here we can see a block error. We have a normal on both upper and lower, but it does an initial learning every time we turn the vehicle on, and we can watch how it does this learning. So when the vehicle's off, these shutter grills are in the open position, just like they are right now. So they're wide open, allowing all the airflow to go through. When you turn the vehicle on, they do a calibration process, and basically what that does is it goes from its open position, it goes to closed, and then it'll go open again, and then it'll go to closed depending on the coolant temperature inside the engine, and they'll stay closed until the engine's fully warmed up. And then as you're driving, they have the capability to open and close to regulate our temperature in there, but typically for the most time, well, at least out here in Arizona, they're going to stay open. And then when you turn it off, they should stay in the open position, and then when you turn the vehicle on, it does its recalibration process all over again. It does this every time you turn the vehicle on. So let's watch it do it. Alright, we'll watch both the upper and the lower grills for operation and calibration. I have an assistant that's going to turn the vehicle on, and we'll just keep an eye on things. Okay, go ahead and start it up. Alright, so now they should start closing. You can see they're closing, and then they'll open back up. You can see it opening, and then it should go back closed. That's what that one's doing. Look at this one. It can't fully close. It's going about halfway, maybe a little more, and then it's stopping. And then it was going the other way. I didn't catch it all the way, but then it opened up and then did it again. So you can see it does not go all the way to the full closed position like it should, like this one. And if we look on our scan tool, we can see that our lower one is normal and the initial learning has completed. But this one, we have an error and it's not completed. And we can clearly see the error right there because it's not fully closed. So this is a bad shutter grill that's going to have to be replaced. We turn the vehicle off and then back on to reset everything. So now I'm just going to show you this upper shutter grill, the one that we're having issues with. Okay, go ahead and start it up. So we'll watch it try to close, and it gets part way and then it can't. And it opens back up, and then it's going to try it again because it sensed a problem. The position sensor in there is sensing a problem. And it's trying it again. And then after a couple times it'll give up and then just stay as far closed as it can. And that's it right there. And we can see it shows an error every time. Now, even though we have an error here, if we go check codes, typically it doesn't set a check engine light. You can see no fault codes detected. Now sometimes it may display a warning message on the dash, but many times it won't set the check engine light. And if you're curious if it set a code in any other systems, you can see we have absolutely no codes on this vehicle. None at all. New part is installed. Let's check it out, make sure it works. I got the scan tool up and running again. Okay, go ahead, turn it on. You can see it's shutting. Alright, it's definitely going past where it was before. The other one's working also. and it should stay closed. If everything's working properly, it should open, or it should close, then open and close. And we can see we're all normal and complete. We got a confirmed fix. And just be warned, if you disturb the millimeter wave radar, which is that guy right there, it's going to need to be re-aimed, and that takes specialized equipment. Took it on a test drive. Hopefully you can see, now that it's fully warmed up, those shutters are open like they're supposed to be, and no error codes. Hey look, the big dog. There's a look at our shutter grill assembly out of the vehicle. Now many times when you're doing a visual inspection, you may find some debris stuck in here. And if that's the case, pull that debris out and then cycle the key and see if those blades move freely. A lot of times that will actually fix the issue and you don't have to replace anything. If you are going to replace stuff, be aware you're probably going to break a lot of clips doing jobs like this. Well, that's it for this one. And as always, if the video helped you out or you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.